class is running on, right? Like this class. No one is disturbing in between. No one is creating mess. Everything runs smoothly, but the Ketu in Lagna will think, or Sun in Ketu in the Leo Lagna, how to disrupt this order, how I can bring that change, how I can break, Ketu is a break, how I can break this flow and introduce something new. So people who actually disturbs the class, they should check their Rahu Ketu, where it is, because they do not like the regularities. They are the irregular people. So Sun Ketu in Leo Lagna will sit on a chair which is very odd, very fancy. You go to their house, you go to Lekha's house, you'll find this chair he's sitting on is very odd. Something very different about that chair, very fancy. Right, Lekha? I will come to the Mars in Leo in a bit.
Yes, it's not fancy though. I need to get a new chair. So that's what.
Okay.
But it's odd.
Okay, when the Mars is in Leo, say Leo is your chair, right? So all you have to do is predict. How do you predict the chair? Like when I see J.K. Murthy ji, I will say, okay, it's a very old chair. You're sitting in a very classical, traditional chair. You cannot change it. Very attached to it.
Right.
Because very bounded by it. Saturn moon. Cannot change it. Do not sit on my chair. It's my spot. It's like a Sheldon spot becomes Saturn moon.
Correct. Exactly.
Where it's a Mars, Gopala, you need to get a better chair, because when Mars comes in Leo, it gives you the chair, but only just to sit on it. Not very comfortable. Uncomfortable chair. Not with the support.
Right now I'm sitting on that, exactly.
Okay. Not with the support. Why there's no support in the Mars in Leo chair? Because Mars is an army commander. The first priority Mars comes is anything which is to sit. I can sit anywhere. That's just your necessity. So bring me any chair where I can just sit on it. Any standard chair.
Absolutely.
I do not want anything fancy. When Rahu it is there, so it will be a bigger one. Bring me a chair on which I can sit with my legs folded on. Because I need a bigger one. Bigger the chair, better it is. When it's a Mercury chair, Mercurian chair will have an element which is to cure your diseases. Like you have seen people who have some kind of a, to straight their back, to straight their posture. They become very considerate about how they're sitting.
Beats also they will have.
What?
The beats also they will have. Massage beats.
Yeah. Anything which has to do with the medical thing. Like anyone who has a Saturn in the Leo Navansh wants to sit at the back. Saturn in Leo Navansh do not want his office to be in boss's just front of boss. He wants his office to be somewhere in the corner. His cabin somewhere in the corner, just where no one can see it.
Sir, retrograde also.
So very order. Okay. So whenever it is retrograde, other people will get the office in rectangular shape. You will not get it. You will get it either in circular shape or something very odd, in an odd position next to the water cooler. So which is making you uncomfortable.
No. Unfortunately, after 14 years, I don't have an office for the last 1.5 years.
See,
they didn't give me an office.
Something has to be odd regarding office. No office or office which is very uncomfortable. Saturn in Leo wants, because Saturn is the most outer planet. He wants to stay in peace, does not want to be disturbed. It says Saturn is a yogi. That's why he got the position of a graha. After doing 30,000 years of meditation, then only he got the position of a graha. So when you want to disturb a yogi who wants to live in isolation, you're going to bring him to the palace. these people get disturbed. You take person with a Saturn in Leo, Atmakarka in Leo to your parties. They get very disturbed inside. Reason being because they love their isolation. And what you're doing, you're bringing them to the center. Sun is the center of the solar system where everyone can see the sun. So when people have Saturn as in Leo Navansh, these are the people teacher calls upon and said, okay, you cannot sit at the back, come and sit in front of me. Several times the teacher will tell them this particular thing. Do not sit at back, come sit in front of me. Boss will tell him, okay, you pick up all your files from that particular corner, sit in front of me where I can see you. And this makes them very uncomfortable. But this is very important for these people with any planet in Leo Navansh to sit in a place, to be in a place where people can see them so that Leo can get developed. If you're not get marketed enough, that particular planet will not push you to become better. Because why you want to live in isolation? Because you want to do mistakes and alone. No one should tell me, no one should correct me. I want to do my mistakes in alone. There should be no CCTV cam watching over my head. There should be no one else pointing at me. So even if I do mistakes, I can correct it. But let's suppose I work in the main center and everyone is looking at me. That makes a person nervous. He has to sit in front of boss. Boss can easily call him out and say, "Why? What you're doing? There's so many mistakes in it." This will actually push him to become a better person. So when anyone gets a Saturn and Leo, Dasha starts running. Any planet in the Leo Navansh, whenever the Dasha will start, you will become very uncomfortable. You will have problems. Reason being, first, native will fear of canine and animals. But this is not the prediction, right? This is not we want to tell the clients. If Karen comes to me, Sanjeevji comes to me, and I see Atmakarka in the Leo Navansh, and I will tell them, okay, you have a fear from dogs, rabbits, dogs and canines. Or maybe tiger if you live in a very remote area. This prediction is not making sense for anyone. Then why would the Maharishi Gemini will write it? Because he's telling when the Atmakarka is in the Leo Navansh, your number one priority is to build kingdom. Your number one priority is to draw boundaries. Your number one priority is to make sure you make rules for everyone. This is what the king does. And what happens when you make rules? You know what happens when you make rules? People get pissed off. That's why people do not like Google. People do not like all those top companies like Microsoft. People hate them. Why Microsoft gets so much of hate? Because what they tell everyone is, this is the way they tell them bully. That Microsoft is a bully company. They bullied everyone, whether it's a Netscape Navigator stories or the other stories. They're one reason why everyone hates. They get a lot of hate for that is because they decide rules. But rules are important. If you see last few months back, when a lot of new companies started coming into data analytics, there was a very good company that it had. There is Google, there is Yahoo. And everyone, what they do is they collect data, they streamline it, and they, on basis of that, they sponsor your ads. Like there's a great mystery when we talk about going to a place, going to a destination, buying your clothes. Suddenly, those particular ads starts popping up in our phones, in our browsers. That's why people use VPNs. So what they decided was, Google said, this is not going to work this way. What Google said, Google called Microsoft, all those big 10 companies, what they did, they make a charter. They said, okay, if you want to do your data streaming, you want data handling, and you want to produce this data, this is the rule you have to follow. This is the format you have to follow. So that's a standard practice for the whole industry. And what that charter does was, it made all the small players redundant because the rules, regulations were in such a manner that it was favoring all the big companies, not the smaller ones. So that's why they get a lot of hate. But that's a rule of a plant setting in the Leo Navansh. It make rules so that there's a stability. And the reason why they were doing this was because they wanted stability in the market. Every third day, they do not want someone coming up with a new rule, new format, and then everyone has to adjust their websites, their servers according to their data. So they said, okay, no, this is not going to work this way. So this was very important. If you look from their point of view, it was very important to maintain stability on the internet. You can hate them, but because of that, you get a lot of information. Similarly, when the planet goes in the Leo Navansh, that particular planet has only one rule. It makes rules for others. It creates charter for others. That is why when planet goes in the Leo Navansh, any planet goes in Leo Navansh, 10th Lord, Atmakarka, Saturn, that particular planet make rules, charter for other people. They tell everyone else what you have to do. This is the rule. That is why they get a lot of hate. Mercury in Leo becomes a linguistics. Suppose someone goes to Saturn in the Leo Navansh, the person will go to office, will have troubles with the boss, and eventually he will become the boss. The boss has to go out because Saturn is in the Leo Navansh. Please have a look. People who have Saturn in Leo Navansh or 10th Lord in the Leo Navansh, or the Leo Navansh goes in the 10th house of Navansh, please have a look in your chart. Why your boss have problems with you? Because you do not follow rules. You have your own set of rules. You're going to implement it on others, and eventually boss will get replaced. You're going to make your own boundaries, territories. Anyone with these combinations?
Yes, sir, mine.
Who is it?
And J.K. Murthy.
Murthy ji.
You are perfectly correct. 100%.
Okay.
My Saturn is in Leo Navansh.
Okay, that's why your boss gets in trouble.
Yes, sir, you are perfectly correct.
Now, when we are doing...
Even Atmakaraka also is in Leo Navansh.
Okay, you have two planets in the Leo Navansh. So drawing boundaries becomes the priority. And
So what?
Yeah.
So Mars in Leo Navansh, how would Mars behave?
Okay, I will cover that in examples now. Okay. Anyone else who has any other question? I will cover that in examples. If you show me your face, I have only two requests. Show me your face so I can know what your aura is like. Because before the prediction starts from your face. Prediction starts from your name, then comes the chart.
Sir, I have my Atmakaraka Sun in Leo Navansh.
Atmakaraka Sun in Leo Navansh. Okay, great.
And my husband is having Atmakaraka Venus in Leo Navansh.
Okay, great, wonderful.
In Leo Navansh, I got 3 planets, sir. Only is Atmakaraka, that is Moon.
Okay.
Then Saturn. Then again Ketu.
Saturn, Moon, Ketu. Okay, wonderful. I will cover that combination.
Okay.
Anyone else?
So my Jupiter is in Leo Navamsha and it's in Vargotham and in Leo sign.
Jupiter in Leo Navansh. Okay, wonderful. I will cover that as well.
My Mars is Atmakaraka is Mars, so
And
that's
that's
why
in
I
Leo.
asked. Yeah, that's in Leo.
No worries. I will cover that. I'm just introducing to the subject.
Yeah.
Because
So,
the thing is, these type of when I decided that I will teach only 12 shlokas. Initially, it was a very big challenge because you see, you have to sit down and actually think how you're going to assimilate that particular knowledge of different books, turn that into predictions, and then you're going to teach it. So when you're teaching that subject, and still now there are a lot of factors which I'm leaving behind right now. Reason being because I know if I introduce them right now, such as Rashi Tulya Navansh, Navansh Tulya Rashi, 64th Navansh, and all those other combinations, if I bring it right now, what will happen? It will confuse you. So instead of going like we did in the Rashi course, we'll go ease into a subject. Let's play with the Navansh for a time bit, do these 13 lectures. And once this is over, then we'll go, okay, now I'm very confident that you can actually do and play with the Leo Navanj, you can make certain predictions in the Navanj, then we can go ahead. Like same with the D60. Right now, till now, I've told you use G60 as the Lagan chart. I've not told you any of the other combinations or the way to see it. That's like D60, Jupiter 12 to Venus, or Venus 12 to Jupiter in D60. Marriage does not happen. This is one of the rules. But what is the reason behind that rule? How to use when different planets comes in 12 to Jupiter? We have not even covered it, right? Why? Because I know you have not used the DT till now. So what we are doing is we are going to introduce into subject, see how it goes, and then eventually we'll build on that. Similarly, whichever planet goes in the Leo Navanj, let's suppose someone has the Mars in Leo Navanj, the person will initially get a lot of properties, get better in terms of anger management. But initially he has to go through a lot of sufferings due to brother, due to siblings, due to friends. And eventually he will realize no one is actually my friend. That is what the Mars and Leo Navanj does. Lot of initial fights, aggressions. But after certain fights, the person realizes, okay, this is not even worth fighting. Because the more I will fight, the later they will drag me down. I cannot waste my time. Someone had a Jupiter in the Leo Navanj. Initially, the person will get a lot of gurus who are going to teach them a lesson for a lifetime. That's a betrayal they will face. But after like 4 or 5 betrayals, what will happen? They get purified. They will be like, okay, they get very streamlined. This is the standard guru I need. Go with the masses. Whoever is famous, let's go with them. But initially they have to go through, what will happen? Nandini, you'll go towards the knowledge, your college, your guru. Initially, what colleges you will take admission in, which are not famous. You'll face troubles. But later on, you realize why that particular college is number 1. There's a reason why that college is number 1. Why this college cannot attain number 1 positions. The reason being, they're not worth it. Then
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely correct. During Jupiter Mahardasha, which I have finished 2 years ago, I faced that kind of whatever you have mentioned. But now I can decide who's going to be my guru. That's the reason maybe I have joined this course.
No, you have joined this course because you saw I have 30,000 subscribers. That's what the Leo does. It goes with the standard procedures. There's a reason why people become number 1. Always remember why Donald Trump is the president, because he deserves it. That's it. There's no other reason for it. Why nobody else is going to win this time as well? Because no one else deserves it this time as well. You take it, you do not like it, you hate him, but that's what the truth is. You do not like the Prime Minister of India, but still the majority stands with him. That's why he's a Prime Minister. Accept it, live on with it. If you do not like it, that's your problem, not his. So when people achieve to number 1 position, Leo, it is not because on your mercy. When the lion becomes the king of the jungle, it is not because the jackals have decided, okay, let's make this particular lion as a king of the jungle. No. He will kill you down and make sure that this territory belongs to him. That's why you obey him as a king. There's no other reason people leave their positions because of you. Has anyone told Donald Trump that, okay, you come and sit here, you become the president? Has anyone offered him on the plate? No. He worked hard for it. Has anyone told Mars in the Leo Lagna, you come and get this particular land? After initial dupings of the land, problem in the house, getting the wrong house, duped by the builder, what Gopala must have decided, okay, let me go with the number 1 builder in the society. There's a reason why he's number 1. He's maintained that position.
I didn't buy the land, but with the brothers, it's very true.
So when initially you have problems, what it is happening with you is, it's okay to be anti-government, but sometimes it is good to be pro-government, because pro-governments, every government, it doesn't matter which government it is. It's whether it's a Congress, BJP, Mayawati, Akhilesh, whatever government it is. Every government works for the betterment of the society in their own way. Everyone has a way to rule. Everyone has a way to implement the things. And that is what Every government does. No one becomes a politician to actually loot your bank accounts. They have a bigger agendas on their table. Donald Trump does not want to take your bank accounts or your bank balances or implement a chip inside you. It's okay to read all these conspiracy theories, but government has some bigger agendas in their front. So when initially you have problems, Saturn, Moon, Jupiter, initially problems with the career, lot of problems with the career. Saturn in the Leo Navanj. But eventually it will get better. Because eventually you will start realizing, okay, this is the way I need to hold the fort. But the problem with the Saturn Ketu Moon is Ketu cannot rule. Ketu cannot sit on the chair. Ketu has a very big trouble. Ketu can win the fort. Ketu is a kingmaker. He can give you. But the moment you will achieve that position, the moment you will sit on the chair, you will start realizing that there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of work, and the frustration, irritation. Person with the Ketu Atma Karka in the Leo Navanj, 10th Lord with the Ketu in the Leo Navanj. These people cannot sit on positions. These people cannot hold the fort. They can win it, they can give it to someone else. But if you ask them to run the society in a stable manner, they cannot do it. Why? Because Ketu is a karka for giving. Anything, wherever the Ketu is transiting in your chart right now, that is the one thing you have to leave. You have to be very, close your eyes and say, okay, take it. Take whatever you want. See wherever the Ketu is transiting in your Lagna or Libra Lagna, where is the Ketu right now?
It's in second house.
Second house, you have to give out your wealth, your family, you have to leave them. They're going to do betrayal if you do not.
Okay.
And especially it's a wife's family, it is going to be more trouble because Ketu is in the sign of Scorpio, a spouse family. So whenever you will see Ketu transiting from any house, that particular signification of that house, you have to leave it, let it go. So whenever Ketu sits on the chair, what Ketu does is anyone comes for permission, take it. Anyone comes for anything, they're not very diplomatic people. They're made for giving. Ketu in 10th house, Vasa, same results, man. Same results. They believe in giving out to other people. Where the Ketu is, a person gives out. That's because that's what the moksha is. That's why in 12th house, it's a moksha karaka. When Rahu is, you take that thing by hook, crook, debt, disease, enemies, you will get the disease in getting that thing. Like for Sagittarius ascendant, do not take anything for free nowadays because you will get a lot of offers. So people will offer you a lot of things. But do not take it. Because if you're going to take it, what is going to happen? Eventually it will result into a disease or a debt or a fight. So be very careful what you're taking from other people.